I think I fell asleep on the couch again. Little lasers of sunlight are zapping right upon my face from the middle of the curtains. I think they've been specifically aimed to burn out my eyes. What was it, like noon? Jeez. Not my fault. Oh, this is a bit loud. There we go. Alright. This couch pulls you in like you're drowning in bread dough. My spine pops in loud protest as I swim free from its bread dough cushion trap. I'm gonna have to apologize to Aunt Wendy. I'm probably gonna leave a dent in the shape of my ass on the cushions. I'll probably have to apologize for a couple things, actually. Okay, I know this looks bad, but it's not even my fault. I can't help that clutter is naturally drawn into my gravitational pull. Honestly, it makes me feel a little more comfortable, you know? Like I live here instead of just like I'm on the couch surfing at my aunt's. Or like I'm living in a furniture catalog. Not that I'm ungrateful. Aunt Wendy is awesome to let me use her apartment while she's away. She helped talk Mom and Dad into letting me come all the way out to the city too. She's pretty cool. I hear rustling behind me like fingernails on cardboard. Makes me pause for a second, but I jump up to realize what it is. Hey, Mochi, knock it off! Mochi, the living trash bag disguised as my cat, stares up indignantly from inside the pizza box. He's trying to scrape away some dried up cheese on the bottom again. His little mushed up face is probably trying to stare me down, but it's kind of hard to tell when he's looking with those crossed eyes. Mochi! Meow! I clap my hands a few times to break the stalemate. He jumps at the sound, then waddles back to the bedroom in defeat. I guess since I'm up to, I might as well get to whatever I was gonna do today. I shuffle to the curtains and throw them open. The laptop is still sitting open on the coffee table. Oh yeah, job searching, I guess. That's what I was gonna do. Plop back down on the couch, already sinking back into the cushions, and take a look. Jeez, there's so many tabs here. Why did I leave Greg's list open in again? Well, not that one. This one? Or this one? Maybe this one? Nah, this is another cat video. I was up all night watching Jelly Donut, the cat who balances donuts on her head. I have no idea how you get a cat to do something like that. Guess that's why Mochi and I aren't internet famous. I find the tab and start scrolling through listings again. It's not like anything new has been gone up since yesterday, I bet. Sidewalk cleaner intern, college credit only, internet comment section proofreader, fundraising street team intern, unpaid. Yeah, it's been like this all month. Can you really blame me for giving up and watching cat videos? Well, this kind of thing is supposed to take time, but try telling that to Mom and Dad, or my savings. Any of those could send me back home at any time. And I really have to get this done before Aunt Wendy gets back. Just thinking about writing another cover letter is making my will to exist erode away. I'm gonna go for a walk. When I got here, I expected to be buried in noise from the city's traffic and crowds, but it's pretty quiet. The apartment is on a side street, far away from the main street bustle. From here, the noises of the city are just a distant hum. It's comforting, like the buzz of an old tube TV. I had to walk like 20 minutes to get to the train from here, but I rarely leave the neighborhood, so it doesn't really matter. Still, living a small town life in the city, I guess. Whatever. I get plenty of adventure in this neighborhood. I can just set out in any direction and find something new, even if it's just down that way. Even if I've been down that way before. Sure, I get lost a lot too, but that's half the fun, right? I turn the corner at the end of the block and head up a tiny side street I haven't tried yet. Neatly arranged trash can lids line the side of the road. I think I'm behind some stores right now. I'm expecting a dead end, but the road suddenly curves up to the right. It looks too narrow for cars, but the faded white line markings marking the middle seem to claim some brave drivers could try their luck. I decide to follow the sharp bend in the road after I pass a small partition. I'm surprised by what I see. A squat 3-story building, painted some ostentatiously bright. It's impossible to miss. It's just right in front of me. A cat's paw. This is a pet store or something? Maybe I can get a dumb toy for dumb Mochi. As I walk closer to the front doors of the building, I don't see the aisles of pet food I expected from the broad store windows. Instead, it looks like there are couches and tables in neatly arranged rows. Oh, is this one of those pretentious restaurants with a pithy nonsense name, huh? I can feel my interest deflate and sneak into my stomach. Just as I'm about to turn and continue walking, I notice a sign on the window that declares, "Now hiring, inquire within." I'm hardly dressed up for a job inquiry, but I might as well give it a shot, right? Look to my right as I walk up to the door and see a little orange and white cat lying belly up, sunning itself against the window. Doesn't seem terribly sanitary to have a cat in a restaurant, but whatever, I like cats. Bells tinkle delicately as I tug on the handle. The heavy door creaks open. This is so classy, it feels fake. It's like a game board exploded in here. Isn't that what the palace was like in Wonderland with the cards and stuff? Is the purple cat gonna start talking to me? Although none of them are purple. Boy, there are a lot of cats. I think I can count at least 8 right off the bat. They're all over the place. Romping all over the floor, sleeping on some of the built-in structures in the walls. I can barely have time to take in what I hear, or what I see when a voice calls out to me. Welcome, please sit wherever you like. I shuffle in place for a moment, first unsure of where the voice came from, then of whether I want to sit or if I want to keep this strictly business. Actually, I stare at the voice, at the source of the voice. I start at as the source of the voice looms into view. He appears suddenly from the second-story landing and covers the length of the floor in a few long strides. You look confused. Is this your first time here? Would you like me to explain a bit about how the cafe works? I'll be happy to give you a tour. His eyes are gentle. He's one of those people who smiles with his entire body. It's positively infectious. Sure. Yeah, that sounds great. Oh, that's great? He bounds closer and towers over me in both stature and exuberance. It's a little strange that someone like this is working here, because he's more of a big sheepdog puppy than what I think of as a cat person. My name is Laudry. Just interrupt if you have any questions. You got it, Laudry. I'm Avery. Well, Avery, to start off, all our cats are rescued strays. The owner brings them in for care and socialization. They seem really happy. Having strangers around doesn't seem to bother them at all. We do everything we can to make them comfortable. Many of them are up for adoption. We have a good match rate for our fosters. Over there is a wall of some of our cats that we have found happy homes for. Oh, and proceeds from the cafe help pay for their care. The food is really good too. Our chef is amazing. I highly recommend the key lime pie, personally. That all sounds really great. I bet you're really happy working here. Well, it is a lot of work, but I like to think it's all worth it. Actually, I saw you guys hiring right now. Oh. The surprise freezes him for a split second. His broad smile immediately creeps back, but is enough to pique my curiosity. Oh, we are. Did my explanation sell you that quickly? I'm good with cats. Well, I'm really good with cats. I've got a lot of practice with them since my cat's such a handful. I bet I could do a good job helping out. Oh, well, that's a good start at least. There's more to this job than just playing with the cats, though. Of course, I mean, liking cats is definitely gonna help, huh? It's definitely a requirement. Okay, I'll get the owner and see what I can talk to him about. Why don't you have a seat right here while I go see if he's available. Landry leads me up to a seat on the plush couch that spans the entire length of the wall. I oblige carefully not to look too casual. Landry leads me. I'm here on business after all. Do you like coffee? Would you like some? That would be great, thank you. Light and extra sweet, please. He disappears through an archway around the corner. A Siamese cat timidly peers at him as he goes, then at me with a wide-eyed, worried look. I give it an awkward smile and nod before I realize I'm treating a cat like a stranger in an elevator. Lottery appears a moment later, carefully balancing a black and white saucer, which in turn balances a stout white ceramic mug. The tiny creamer almost disappears into his large hands. He gingerly places them in front of me, careful not to spill anything either. I put a little bit of milk and sugar in there for you. I brought some more if you don't like it. Oh no, it looks perfect, thank you. I'm glad to hear it. I think we can drink our coffee the same way then, because I made it the way I like it. Oh, you have excellent taste. I take a careful sip of the coffee as I watch Lottery take his long strides into the back of the cafe. He really covers a lot of ground. He's not even moving that quickly. I could use a little more milk, though. I guess I'm not that bad at being an adult yet. I don't like it, but it still tastes like coffee. I pour what should have been a little splash of extra milk, but half the creamer's worth spills in. It almost overflows. I dive forward and gulp a mouthful of the side before I dare to lift the mug and drink like a civilized person. Meow. Cat looks at me like it's offended by what I just did. Like a cat knows anything about coffee. Lottery's gone long enough for me to nearly finish the mug, just long enough for me to wonder where everyone is. The Siamese cat still stares at me. I'm just gonna ignore it and focus on my drink. Finally, emerging from the back of the cafe. Finally, Lottery emerges from the back of the cafe. He's not alone. This is Graves, the owner of the cafe. Graves, this is Avery. Bruh, 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 bruh. He looks like he should own a bookstore that insists it sells tomes, not books. Maybe he's about to try and sell you a crystal that balances your chakras. Maybe this is what the owner of cafes look like. I've never seen one. Ah, his eyes are different colors. I can't focus on both of them at the same time. Which one am I supposed to look at? My attention is swallowed by his icy blue eyes. Is he wearing a contact to complete his dark Renaissance look? I think it was this eye. Yes, it was this. He had the eyes of a vulture. Pale blue eye with film over it. Whenever it fell upon me, my blood ran cold, and so by degrees, very gradually, I made up my mind to take the life of the old man and thus rid myself of the eye forever. Excuse me? Telltale heart, you are looking at my eye. Kids don't you read that in high school? Well, yeah, but iridis heterochromia is more common in cats than humans. He's got this look like he knows he just told a great joke, but there's no punchline anywhere I can see. What a weirdo. I'm not sure I want to work for a guy like this. Then again, he hired someone as nice as Laundry, so he's got at least some good taste in there. What do I need to know to get a job here? I just gave away the answer, but I'll let that one slide. Follow me. We'll talk on the second floor. Before he finishes the sentence, he's already 3 steps up up the stairs up to the balcony. I shake my head a little and follow him. After all, I really need a job. We make our way up to the second floor balcony, which, except for us, is only occupied by those amazing-looking cakes in the display case. Greaves leans down over the balcony of the cafe and raises his voice to the people below. Or to the cats. I guess, since cats are the only thing I can see from here. Hayes, will you get us some coffee? Is that the chief? Or is that the chef? I haven't seen anyone here besides him and Laundry. Oh, I already had a cup. Is that gonna stop you from another? You can't have enough coffee, especially when Haynes is the one making it. I don't think I met Haynes. You may have. You might not know it yet. Graves folds himself into a slender chair at the corner table. He pushes the opposite chair away with his foot, nudging it just enough to turn it towards me. Come on, sit down. Let's talk. You don't have to be so stiff. Interviews are boring. Make it interesting for the both of us. No pressure, huh? Graves sits with a sort of grim pomp, like he's sitting there in a skull throne and a raven's about to land on his shoulder at any time. Maybe it's more like he's about to roll a dice with a lot of sides. I bet he's a nerd. Take the seat across from him. Just so you're aware, we aren't starting without coffee. Okay. You can talk, of course. I'm at the interview. Oh, okay. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice it's a tiny slip of a blonde man standing at the balcony entrance. I jump a little. When did you get here? I didn't hear anyone come up the stairs at all. Is this guy a ghost? Graves looks like the type that would hire a ghost. He looks terrified by my shout. I think I scared him more than he scared me. Gingerly, he sets 2 mugs in front of Graves. Thank you, Hayes. But you should give Avery the other mug. He sounds like he's reminding a child to say thank you. Of course. Haynes glances up at me. Our eyes meet for a millisecond before we suddenly find something very important to focus on downstairs. He pushes the cup towards me without looking back up. Thank you. Graves' ring clacks against the porcelain in the cup as he takes a drink. Perfect, as always. I don't know what I'd do without your coffee. It's nothing special, really. Talks like it's the first time he's spoken today. Quiet and a little hoarse. Is that alright if I go back to the cats? That's fine. He slips back down the stairs just as quietly as he arrived. That kid would make a great ninja. I look down at the coffee and see a sleepy cat face staring up at me from the phone. I've never seen a cat latte art on the internet. I've only ever seen latte art on the internet before. Did Hayes really do this? I take a sip. It's not bad if you like coffee, I guess, but I really could use some sugar. There are packets on the table, but I can't bring myself to ruin their foam cat. Now we can get this going. Let's interview. I'll start you off easy. What's your favorite breed of cat? My cat. Do you know any other languages? How about ciphers? What marine animal would you say best represents you? Dolphin. Because JoJo reference. What genre of music would you use to describe your work ethic? Chiptunes! On a scale of 1 to 10, rate me as an interviewer. Yeah. Bruh. He seems fine to me, then. Dracula or Teenage Wolves? Dracula. Jeez. What is that show? Teen Wolf. Show was so dumb. Just kidding with that last one. Interesting, good work. I like interesting people. He leans forward, praising me with his terrible smirk on his face. Just like the cat who ate the canary. Maybe I don't want to be interesting by his standards, but it feels kind of like flattering nonetheless. Thank you. You start tomorrow. What? Wow, great, thank you. Don't run off yet, I have paperwork for you. Oh, yeah, of course. Graves pushes away the table, coffee in hand. He nabs my saucer, even though I'm not quite finished, and slinks down the stairs. He returns as if he never left, trading the empty coffee cup for a small stack of papers and a pen. He places them in front of me. So, what'll be my job? We'll see. Did he hire someone with no position in mind? Is that how this guy usually works? I feel like I'm in a daze. Too much information and too much coffee. I take the papers and skim them away, signing pretty much everything I see with an X and a line. What's this all for? And why is there so much? Probably taxes and stuff, I don't know. And who cares? I've got a job! I put the papers back towards Graves and he eagerly scoops them off the table. Perfect. We'll open at 11. Be here by 8. We'll have you help with the morning prep. My displeasure must be pretty apparent because his mouth cracks into another smirk. You can work a later shift after training. You won't have to deal with those cursed mornings for too long. Okay, that's fine. Now I go. I have a lot of work to do before tomorrow. I need to get work done. I need to get to work fixing that sleep schedule of yours. Oh, okay. Seems like he's lost in his own world right now, poring over the paperwork I just filled out. I guess there's all sorts of tax stuff you have to deal with hiring people. Why would he be doing it so casually? Well, whatever, not my problem. I head down the stairs. Laudry's back. He looks uncomfortable. Waiting at the foot of the balcony, he perks up when he sees me. So? I'll see you tomorrow, coworker. Oh, yo, congratulations. You can meet everyone else tomorrow morning. I'll make sure they're all ready for a meeting when you get in. How many people work here? Well, there's me, Graves, of course. Hayes, Finney, Mason, Reese. That's it. Shouldn't take too long to get to know him. Okay, great. I'll see you tomorrow then. Great, see ya. Woohoo! I'm gonna live it up a little. I'm gonna paint this town red. I finally have a job. Date night-o. Interesting. Just a sec. Interesting. Alright, whatever. Why'd my internet gone again? Alright. I got lost and I didn't end up painting anything, but it was a nice walk. As I headed home, I get this distinct feeling of being followed. I don't really know what was a thing. I don't really know if that was a thing that even happened, but it's hard to not notice when you see some movement out of the corner of your eye. I turn around. A sleek black cat standing in the middle of the road sits down when we make eye contact and thumps its tail against the pavement. It's got different colored eyes. I guess heterochromia really is common in cats, huh? Should I, try to bring it to the cafe? They take care of strays there, don't they, after all? Maybe I should try. I crouch down as slowly as I can and reach my hand toward the cat, beckoning to it. It doesn't move. Make these little smoochy noises that seem to work on some cats. Psst, 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 psst. This one doesn't seem too terribly impressed. It pins its ears back and looks away, still for a moment before standing back up, and sneaks into an alley. I guess I should just leave this up to the professionals. It's time to celebrate. I pick up a can of wet cat food for Mochi from the corner store too. We both deserve a celebration. Mochi, get your fat lump out of there! Good news! No answer or indication we're even in the same room. You know, he never even asks how my day was. I know how to do this. I walk over to his food bowl and crack the lid of the wet food. In a flash, he's at my feet, tail wagging like a rotor behind him. Come here, you big moron. I give him a little scratch behind the ears before I dump half the can into his bowl. And the feeding frenzy begins. He acts like I've never fed him. Whatever. After a quick jaunt to free himself from the shackles of non-pajama clothing, I flop back down on the couch, dinner in hand, laptop in my face. Oh, looks like it's a new Jelly Donut video. It's a video of her sleeping in a donut box. I love that dumb internet cat. She's always doing something ridiculous. I wonder how she gets her owner to do these tricks. I wonder how her owner gets her to do these tricks. That flooring seems familiar. Where are these filmed? I spend the rest of the evening picking through the video archives. I can feel myself sinking into the bread dough cushions. Meow! It's so early. What's his problem? Meow! But he just wants the other half of the wet cat food. This is why I didn't get it from him that often. I excavate myself from the couch and do what I can to mitigate the bedhead situation that's going on. What time is it anyway? I grab my phone to check. 7:40? Oh, hell. I'm gonna be late for my first day of work. Take the world's fastest shower, but there's no time to dry my hair. I have to hope that if I run fast enough, the wind resistance will do that job for me. No time to sort through my duffel. I've just gotta throw on whatever looks cleanest. This is not like Graves said anything about dress code or whatever. Mochi trails behind me, howling more and more insistently along the way. It's like he doesn't care about my punctuality at all. No time to mix the cat food the way he likes it. I just dump a scoop of kibble into the bowl on my way out the door. I haven't seen a cat so offended since that one that watches me mess up on coffee. They can both deal with it. I can't believe I'm almost late to my first day of work. And my first job, even. What a great impression to leave. Thanks for hiring me, Avery the Flake. I've started out in a full sprint to the cafe, but it's only about a 10-minute walk, so it looks like it might not be as bad as I thought. If I can run, I can make it in less time. Here it is, a cat spot. I got a good look at it when I was here yesterday, but it feels totally different when it's in your workplace, you know? It's nice to think about. Avery. Landry peeks his head out from the door for me and waves me in. I'm surprised by how many people are standing there around Avery. Or around Graves, Laundry, and Hayes. Graves, Laundry, and Graves, Laundry, and Hayes are there too. Or there are a few others I've never seen. I only see a few cats right now. They seem utterly disinterested in what everyone's doing. They're all piled in a sleep cluster by the window. I feel a little embarrassed that I'm so disheveled, but I'd rather be on time with wet hair than late and looking perfect. Good, you decided to challenge the morning sun after all. Oh my gosh, can I talk today, please? Now that the star is here, we can start this show. Still as weird as yesterday, I see. Caught another sucker, boss. That's the esteemed coworker to you, Reese. You just keep collecting these strays. Before we get too far, everybody should introduce themselves to Avery. Avery, we've already met, and you already know Graves. Did you meet Hayes yesterday? Briefly. Hello, Hayes. Hello. Looks like someone tried to slip between the cracks in the tile. How does a guy like this handle a job that deals with people? Hayes is a great barista. He's great help in the kitchen, but he likes to spend a lot of his time with the cats, too. Hayes flashes me a quick look. The side of his mouth upturns ever so slightly, like he's trying to smile, but he's out of practice. I reach out to shake his hand. He's practically bracing for impact. Before I reach him, a bright light flashes at the corner of my vision. Oops, sorry, sweetie. I thought I turned the flash off. I whip my head to the other side of the lineup. The girl on the end is aiming her phone directly at me. Oh, sorry, don't mind me. I just wanted to commemorate our new employee. I'm Finley, and I take care of social media. I like Candid, so I'll try again later when you've forgotten about it. Finley is also... Graves, you know what? I know what you're going to say. Don't ruin the surprise. Graves let out a soft bark of a laugh. Alright. You tell Avery whenever you're ready. Thank you. The two in the middle of the lineup look beyond unimpressed. One is the smart-mouthed guy. Reese? The other looks like someone I wouldn't want to mess with. Finley puts her hand on the shoulder of the tough-looking woman standing next to her. Since she's not going to introduce herself, this is Mason. She's our head chef. Or only chef, I guess. Nice to meet you both. Yeah. Finley reaches up and places her hand against the back of Mason's head. She pushes her hand forward, forcing Mason to nod. It's amazing Mason is putting up with this. Wow, that's the most you've spoken all day. She likes you already, Avery. Mason makes a quick little noise that could either be a laugh or a grunt. Maybe it was both. How kind of you to save the best for last. I'm Reese. I'm the one you'll be answering to after Graves, so you better stay on my good side. I could have sworn Laundry was second in command here, but I guess I don't know what this kid was talking about. I didn't even see him at all during the interview yesterday. I'm on cat detail duty, and I don't think that means I won't be keeping an eye on you. Cat detail? Must mean taking care of the cats. Obviously. I'm learning quickly. I don't know what's the second in command. I don't know why the second in command would be so eager about telling me he's gonna clean cat litter boxes all day. Maybe it's a weird status thing here. Ugh. I'll do my best. I'll be on my best behavior, I guess. Good. Okay, that should be everybody then. Avery, yeah, you'll be training with me today. I hope that's okay. That's fine with me. Looks like I'm no longer needed. I have work to do. You know where to find me. Graves slinks to the back of the cafe. I think I can hear footsteps on creaky stairs. Maze and Hayes disappear after him. Avery, did you have breakfast? We're gonna have something to eat after work, if you'd like to join us. It's tradition. Well, that sounds great. I fed my cat, but I forgot how to feed myself. Reese has already seated himself at the long booth, seated against or along the wall. He scoots two of the tables together, and Landry pulls over another chair. Great, now sit. Mason's just finishing up breakfast. I move to take a seat, but Finley blocks my path. Avery, I have a question. But before you sit down, I have a question for you. Sure, what's up? Okay, is that... Her voice drops, almost conspiratorially. She leans in to whisper. That's an Ayaka shirt, isn't it? A Kiaya shirt. He's my favorite too. Oh, what? Ayaka. From Bus Zone? From what? Look, you don't have to play dumb, I get it. No, I really have no idea what it is. Is this like a show? It's a shirt from something? Oh. No, never mind, don't worry about it. But now you've got my interest. What is Buzz Zone? I don't know if it would be your type of game after all. Oh, it's a game? I like games. Try me. Well, it's a story about a man's passions clashing in life or death struggle. Sounds dangerous. Oh, it is. But it's also romantic. Romantic, like love blooming on the battlefield, that sort of thing? Yeah, I think you do get it. Maybe I'll lend it to you sometime. If you prove yourself worthy. I'm not sure what that involves, but sure. Okay. She gives me a grin and a wink, and then takes a seat at the table next to Reese. I noticed that somebody set the table while I was talking to Finley. Mason and Hayes should be out in a minute, Avery. Come sit down. Sure. Where should I sit, though? Wait, if there are some unspoken rules about this sort of place and are there some sort of unspoken rules about this sort of thing and placing? You never know with new groups. Landry answers the conundrum for me by beckoning to sit between him and Finley. Quietly, I take the seat. Mason emerges from the back, with a large tray placed atop each hand. One tray has a giant stack of French toast, the other one is some kind of egg thing. I'm not sure. Whoa! I had no idea how hungry I was until just now. She sets the tray down in front of me and then returns to the kitchen. Hope she gets back soon, because I'm about to be on that egg thing like mochi and wet food. Mason returns a few moments later, cradling 6 empty coffee cups in her arms. Hayes follows in tow, carefully balancing a carafe full of coffee. They set the cups and carafe on the table and take their seats. Hayes' butt barely hits the chair before the others start to dig in. I'm a little afraid that I'll lose my hand in a fray if I try to jump in now, but I'm so hungry. Laundry reaches an arm out from behind a fortress of French toast slices. He lightly bats at Reese's hand as if reaching for the syrup pitcher. Save some for Avery. Jeez, calm down. We're not stealing all the food. I haven't taken more than usual. Breakfast is important. While everyone shouts and chatters across the table, I help myself to a bite of everything. I'm not used to eating a quick breakfast, especially one that doesn't come out of a microwave, so I'm gonna savor this. This is amazing! Mason, what is this egg thing? Mason's eyebrows shoot up. She looks at me like I grew another nose. Frittata. Is that like a souffle? Sounds like it'd be really hard to make some. Just eggs and vegetables in a pan. Still, I wouldn't be able to make anything like that. It's really nice to have a real breakfast. What do you usually eat, Avery? Mostly cold pizza or toaster tarts, I guess, if I remember to get them. Mason glares at me like I just knocked her plate on the floor. She stares directly at me, through me, with a hard look in her eyes. You eat here now. Always. Can I still have pizza sometimes? Not for breakfast. Ever. I can hear Finley and Reese snickering. Okay, but other times are still okay, right? Mason rolls her eyes and goes back to the coffee. Reese stares up at me between bites of French toast. Avery, when we're done, we need to talk to you about dress code. Oh, Reese, don't start this again. It's an important part of new employee orientation. Landry passes a positively pained look at Reese. He glances at me, but a poke to the ribs of Finley sends him staring back at his plate. Landry, you're such a mama bird sometimes. Lighten up. Avery, look at this place. You take our visual representation very seriously here. Mason gives another grunt. Hayes places his empty plate and cup on Mason's plate and takes the stack into the back with the urgency of a tactical retreat. Graves and I expect a certain level of decor from the waitstaff. Is this about my outfit? I woke up a little late, so... No, it's about uniforms. Mason pushes her chair away from the table and with enough force that it wobbles briefly on my two legs. She stands and takes my plate in one fell swoop. Opening soon, time to get ready. She picks up a now empty iron iron skillet with one hand and places and balances a few other items on top. That looks heavy, but she holds it like it's nothing. Come on. She stares me down and gestures to the back door with a head nod before she heads into the kitchen. Don't think you can run off so easily, Avery. You'll get written up if you don't have your uniform. Is Mason really the only chef here? It must take a lot of work. I bet she could use some help. Mostly I'm just grateful she gave me an answer. Whatever Reese is planning, it doesn't sound like anyone but Finley cares about it. No thank you. I think Mason and Hayes want my help though. Fine, if Mason needs the help. But you're not off the hook for this yet. Reese. Oh, come on, Landry. Don't look at me like that. Something is definitely up. Whatever it is, I'm not gonna fall for it. Well, I'll be back once Mason says I'm done. I quickly retreat to the back of the kitchen before Reese can delay me any further. Even though I work here now, it still feels like I'm trespassing on hallowed ground. I've never been in a restaurant kitchen before. Heck, I'm barely in my own kitchen. It smells amazing. Almost enough to make me hungry all over again. Hayes is at the sink, carefully scrubbing the iron skillet we used at breakfast. Looks like he's already gotten the dishes on lockdown, to be honest. Mason only spares me a glance. He's already back to work. Looks like there's a lot of it left to do. She dips a long spatula into a big metal bowl and scoops a glob of frosting on top of a cake. It's mesmerizing watching her move as she works as smooth as the frosting. Can I help? Any experience? With what? Bacon? Don't know why I asked. Don't bother looking it up. I feel like she doesn't have it. She doesn't bother looking up. It feels like she doesn't have to see the cake to decorate it. I bet she could do it in her sleep. Don't touch anything. You seem really busy though, are you sure? Babysitting takes longer than doing it myself. Come on, there's gotta be a lot I can do. There has to be something I can help you with. You did ask me to come back here for a reason, right? To save you from Reese. If you insist, carry those boxes out. She gestures to a pile of collapsed cardboard boxes sitting by the kitchen door. They're all much wider than my arms can go around, and about half my height. What the heck were they shipping in these things? Horses? Roger. Out where? Out back. Throw them wherever. You can count on me. No sign for insignificant details like logistics or arm strength. I'm gonna do it. I try to wrap my arms around the flattened boxes, but I was right. My fingertips barely touch either side. I can just pick them up. I can't just pick them up with my bare hands either. They're too thick to grab from the top. If I balance the boxes on my feet like so, raise it with my hands like this, there. But how do I walk out the door like this? I guess I could just waddle. I stare at a rough, sudden noise from behind me. The cardboard box slips from my hand and cascades to the floor in a floppy, boxy avalanche. Sound happens again. Turn around, and though Mason is facing away from me, I can see her shoulders shaking ever so slightly. Is she laughing? I mean, it probably doesn't look... It does probably look pathetic. But I didn't think she would be the type to even know how to laugh. Seems like she's getting mad at me for goofing up. Use twine. Huh? Right there on the counter. Wrap them. Oh! Yeah, sorry, oops. There's some twine right there. With some effort, I collect the boxes again, then loop twine around them a few times. She's totally right, though. Now I just have to grab the string and I can drag them out. You look like you're gonna hang glide on those. I look over and even Hayes is laughing a little. I thought I'd shoot him a quick smile. He hurries back to the sink and continues scrubbing with fervor. These two are tough customers, but I bet they're not so bad once I get to know them. I'm going to just do that. Hopefully. Anything else I can lend these muscles to today? Got plenty of muscle on my own. Oh, okay. Well, let me know if you need anything. Guess I should find where laundry went off to. He's training me today after all. I think he went upstairs. Head over to the foot of the staircase, but a cat has taken station right in my path. It's sleeping belly up, stretched out nearly the whole length of the step. Buddy, that's really cute. That's a dangerous place to sleep. Doesn't dignify me with a response. Instead, the fat orange cat shimmies in place to settle itself even more. Gently, I nudge to see if I can get the cat to move. Someone's gonna trip on you if you don't move. It's not gonna be fun for either of you. It opens one eye into a thin slit, then makes some murmuring noise and flicks its tail. This little tiger isn't going anywhere, is it? Are all the cats here spoiled? Guess I'll have to pick it up and move it myself. I lean over to scoop it up, but as I do, a tiny orange and white bobtailed cat whizzes past my feet. It stops on the step below the sleeping cat, then raises one paw and bats the other cat squarely. The sleeping cat wakes up and hops to its feet. It looks angry. Am I gonna have to break up a cat fight? Hey, you two. Bobtail flattens its ears and stares intently at the orange cat. They both perk up, and then when they hear a voice from above. Oh, it's Hash Brown slipping on the stairs again? Orange cat? Hash Browns? I guess. Trots away.
Bruh, what the heck?
Alright, I actually have to go. Sorry, it's kind of a short stream. It's like 1 hour, but... RIP. I'll be back soon, though. Hopefully tomorrow. Alright, thanks, everybody. Bye. See ya.